decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Oh, now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I'm going to... That looks new. Doors. Doors. Can I get through?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Narrator, I think you done goofed. Like, really done goofed.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Oh, this is
creepy.
creepy.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Uh-huh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable
Ooh, a new
Adventure
place.
Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, but I want to play. Whoa. Wait, 4B4?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over.
Or
in
question
this
mark
direction.
8.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To
Look,
destiny!
here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
All right.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
We'll
is
follow
this
the
office
line.
in fact
Whoa.
the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental
I can't
subjective
do that.
construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure
Oh
where I
goodness,
was
oh
going with
goodness.
all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh goodness. Yeah, music. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation. Oh my god, I'm turning this down. That was very loud in my ear. Departmental accounts. Whoa, oh good. Oh goodness. All right. Financial records. What the? Oh.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Okay.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I mean, it looks like the fern from one of the other endings.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, we're back here.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you...
Dang it, Line!
I can't take this anymore, to hell with it. Restart.
All right, Line.
Stanley, I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Oh, this is making me a little sick. There we go.
Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I'm ready
no,
too.
Not you again.
Hey,
Stanley,
it's our friend
I'd
Line.
also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
Oh, well, if I
Just
can't have
don't acknowledge
Bucket,
it,
can I
and
at
it
least
should
have
be fine.
Line? Oh, you pissed off Line and it went away.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means
All right, I guess I'll walk in circles and make myself super sick.
There must be a reverse door that leads here. And that
Okay,
in
I can't do this
turn
anymore.
means
This
that our
actually is making me
destination
sick.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
Line looks a
starting
little
from
drunk,
the right,
yeah.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I don't think it mattered. Yep, there's no door.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
After a long time, Stanley
It's all
dies.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall.
Return to monitor room,
Well,
narrate,
who consulted me?
restarts. Oh, here we
How
go.
did I
We're
get to
on
decide?
restart
Why don't I
5.
get a say in all of this?
Or we're
Is it
technically
really-
on restart 4, but
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't
Narrator
want the
forgets
game
the
to keep
previous
restarting.
restarts.
I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh, that doesn't look good out there. That looks...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh, we're
Stanley
back at
decided
this
to go to
one.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, we're not taking Bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, He entered the door on his left.
Yeah, well, that happened. Hey, stuff was, oh. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue, nearby a fireplace, a large room, lots of boxes. Well, I know where the large room is. Okay, so nearby a fireplace. It's probably the office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So we got the one in the bathroom.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay, so here we go.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
So, can I go back to find... No, I cannot. So, a bunch of boxes, red and blue.
Stanley walked straight
Hey,
ahead through the
hello,
large door
welcome
that
in.
read
How are
Mind
you?
Control Facility.
So we'll go in here. Maybe there's a statue in the actual control room.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
We'll see.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Yep.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So this time
This
I'm gonna
mind
push
control
the
facility,
turn
it was
off
too
button
horrible to believe. It
and
couldn't be
see
true. Had Stanley really been under
what
someone's control
happens.
all this time?
'Cause we don't
Was this
fuck
the
it.
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It
This
was
is probably going to be the
unthinkable.
last
Wasn't it?
ending
Was
for
it
the
even
night.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Utterly blind.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would...
All right, off it goes. Are you gonna let me out now, building?
blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I don't know.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Yeah,
Freedom
I'll believe
was
it when I
mere
see it.
Moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been
Okay,
seeking,
it's lowering a little bit
but happiness.
more than last time,
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
I think.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Are we actually getting out of
And
here?
that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yes!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
It's beautiful!
The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was
I'm
exactly
not controlling
the
it.
way,
He's just going.
right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, so happy. I got some sort of achievement. Hey, it's our friend Bucket again. All right, we'll do one more. Stanley finally touched grass. All right, Bucket.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yep, this will be the last one. All right, so stairs, something to do with stairs. A large room with lots of boxes, somewhere red and blue. I don't know the red and blue one. Oh, wait. Beware the false prophet collecting his sexy. Pardon? Red room. Okay. Is there one in here? No? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go
Coming to a
down.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
It said something with stairs. Yes!
Lately, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Figlies!
Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like Figlies. Alright, now that we have
Stanley just
Bucket.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to
So
himself,
this one we have the
maybe
bucket,
I
so I'm
am
curious to
crazy.
see if we get a different
He looked
ending.
down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance.
Well,
and
we haven't
comfort.
got any
And
sparkles
that's when
yet,
Stanley realized,
so it's already different.
this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with
You're
someone
not
else's
Jim!
bucket?
You're an
This
imposter!
is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Wait,
Who knows
I
what
threw
sorts
away
of
bucket?
bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without
I'm floating
my
off the
bucket,
ground?
I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must
I do
find
feel
it.
a little
Far off
taller.
in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Bucket!
Stanley, it's me, the bucket. Could
Bucket!
it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them
No.
were his special bucket.
You
Come to me,
imposter
Stanley.
buckets!
Find me.
I
He
will.
had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Kaboom.
This is
Bucket.
the story of a woman named
How'd you get
Mariella.
there? Oh, this one again.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Is Bucket gonna be next to him?
Dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place
Right.
of work.
Oh, yep. There's Bucket.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
If
Perhaps he didn't even
only.
realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. That's impressive.